Good day, Summoners. This is Raabemaster bringing you a League of Legends Procast for your viewing pleasure, or just Shoutcast, actually. I'm not going to call it a Procast, I'll just call it a Shoutcast. And you guys are all welcome to this video, which is my first video on my new channel, at least my first cast video. It's very exciting. I'm still working on my special video, which I'm going to hopefully have done tomorrow. No promises quite on that one, because I have to go through a lot of footage and cut a lot of clips to get it, and it's going to take me to the wee hours of the night tonight to try to finish that one up. But anyways, I'm super excited to begin casting again. This is like the first game I've casted in forever, so if I'm a little bit off, please understand why. I'm also kind of tired. I've been trying to work computer stuff, get the new channels going, make the other two videos, and I played a couple games with my friends today, and those were like big shout fests. We were arguing with each other and yelling at each other, which, you know, it's more fun when we're yelling at each other and playing. I love having friends that I can yell at and get angry with, because that's how I like to play the game. I know it sounds weird, but that's kind of how I play it. I enjoy arguing with people. That's just me. And anyways, let's go into the game, see who's playing for the blue team. There's going to be a Lux in the mid lane. There's going to be an Aatrox top, Ezreal bottom, supported by a Blitzcrank. And in the jungle is going to be a J4 for the red team. In the middle is going to be Gragas. Top lane, Rengar. Bot lane will be Ashe, supported by Thresh. And there's going to be a Curse. One Bad Brad playing jungle as Vi. That's right, One Bad Brad, the jungler for Curse Academy, and also a sub for the team standard team Curse, the more professional, I guess, team you could say. Although they're both, I think, they're both pro teams. So definitely excited to see him play. He's a good jungler for sure, no doubt about that. And I always love watching Vi. I mean, Vi is just an exciting champion to watch. Anyway, for the game, we are 5 minutes in. It's 2-1. We haven't missed too much, but I mean, I try to get the games as early as possible. I try not to miss first blood, but I only have spectate mode at my disposal, so sometimes it's hard to find games that are not past the 3-minute mark. But yeah, I do the best I can. And until League of Legends comes out with its own replay system, I don't really have anywhere else to turn to for pro games right now at the moment. Anyways, let us begin with the game, shall we? And just immediately we have a gank going mid lane. Looks like Lux is going to take a ton of damage here, but Jarvan was also just at the Wraith camp, so he's going to be coming up to join. Will he be able to get the kill on the Lux? I'm pretty sure there's the flash. Gross going to body slam and flash. Going to kill her with auto attacks. Jarvan right here doing a ton of damage to One Bad Brad. He's going to stay and fight this for a little while, but his Q will be able to get him out of range of the Jarvan. And now it's Gragas versus Jarvan, and I don't have this on directed camera mode. And looks like they're just going to like disengage from each other. I think Jarvan would win that duel. Right now, he is 2-0. He also started with a Doran's Blade. Interesting to note, I've been seeing a lot more champions start with Doran's Blade in the jungle. Elise is probably the most popular jungle champion to start with an Doran's Blade. Ugh, sorry, I had to cough right there. That was pretty bad. Elise, I'd say, is the most popular jungler to start with a Doran's Blade that I've seen. I haven't seen anyone do it on Jarvan, but I think it definitely could work. So it doesn't surprise me that someone would try it. And it does give him a lot of damage. If you build Jarvan with damage, he becomes extremely dangerous in the early mid game. Like, extremely dangerous. So it's definitely an idea that's worth some merit. And right there we see Rengar completely outdueling this Aatrox. Neither of them amazing laners, but they both do have the potential to pack a lot of damage if they build it. So it's going to be a very interesting lane. And there's the jump on from Rengar, just doing a lot of burst damage with his Ws. And Jarvan looks to be making his way up to the top lane, probably to defend his friendly Aatrox, but One Bad Brad also on the way there. And in the bottom lane, we have a bit of a fight going on down here. Will Blitzcrank be able to knock up and get the hook? Actually, in top lane, there's a fight brewing right now. Rengar versus Jarvan, and now he's going to jump to the Aatrox. He's going to knock him down, but his passive will activate. Aatrox going to get out with his Q, but Rengar has activated his ultimate. He's going to jump onto the Aatrox, bursting him down. Looks like Jarvan will be able to pick this one up, though. He does. And now it's just One Bad Brad and Jarvan. So that was a kill for a kill. I'm going to have to give the advantage to red team there, though, because Rengar was able to pick up the kill, which means he might have a better lane against the Aatrox now. However, Jarvan is 3-0 with a pickaxe and a longsword. That's a lot of early game damage right there. Jarvan is a huge threat for sure. And there's Riot Blitzcrank. I do like the new sound effects on Riot Blitzcrank, the little like cop car. Oh, looks like One Bad Brad versus the Jarvan. How will they trade? Both of them are extremely low. A lot of damage coming out both ways, and they're actually going to end up killing each other. 1-for-1 advantage, though, to Vi, because she indeed did get the shutdown gold. And let's take a look at the item progressions right now. As I said, a lot of damage on Jarvan right now. We have the standard 80 carry items coming out from Ashe and Ezreal. Them just picking up some early damage. Ezreal deciding to opt for a little bit of early lifesteal. Not too weird at all. Lux has a couple of Doran's rings. Gragas has gone for a Chalice, so he's going to have a lot more mana regen, which is very important on Gragas. You want a lot of mana regen with him because he loves spamming barrels and he loves spamming his body slam. And it helps him push a lot faster and farm a lot better because he is a melee champion. And Lux does harass melee champions very well in lane, so that Chalice is going to give him a lot of survivability and a lot more farming potential as well. Here we have Rengar jumping onto that Aatrox, doing a lot of damage, but Aatrox is actually going to go engage on this, popping the ult, diving all in. Oh, I'm coughing again. He's doing a lot of damage to Rengar. Rengar's going to try to juke, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away. And there's the E slowing him. Oh, and here comes Vi. Try to save the friendly Rengar, but she's not going to be able to. And one bad Brad is just going to have to take the kill. Now, an assist for Rengar is going to give the red team a little bit more gold right there. But all in all, very good job by Aatrox. He played that well and was able to get a ton of damage down. Also, I'd like to say this is an audio check. I'm going to upload this to YouTube to check how my audio levels are. If you guys hear a bit of static in the background, that's because my computer is extremely loud. And right now we have Gragas taking a ton of damage and looks like they're going to be able to get the kill. Nice gank by Jarvan. And Lux picking off the out of position Gragas. And looks like blue team is going to be able to get a dragon here because Vi, the red team jungler, all the way up at the other team's blue. And looks like one bad Brad is going to pick up that blue. But right now, it is going to be blue team's dragon. So definitely a big advantage for them. Picking off the Gragas and taking the dragon from that. Very good job from them. You got to take objectives when the other team is down on people. I've seen a lot of teams like mid-game, take 2 members of the other team and then not push towers, not go for Baron, not go for dragon. Just go back to base and buy or go farm the jungle or a lane. But you've really got to take objectives when you get even just 1 kill because the other team is at such a disadvantage compared to you. So that's very good from this blue team taking a global objective. And what was I talking about before? Oh yeah, this is an audio check video, so I'm going to upload this and then fix any audio things I don't like after it gets up on YouTube. And if you hear a hum, that's because my computer is extremely loud. I don't really know many fixes for that hum and how to make it go away, but I'm definitely going to try something that will work. I'm sure I'll find a solution to it. I find a solution for most things. At least I'd like to think I do. Maybe I don't. Oh, nice tower dive coming here. It looks like Lux is in a lot of trouble. She's going to get snared. She's going to get ulted. And the Ignite's actually going to pick her up. Gragas is going to flash because he does not want to get caught by that J4. So a bit of a mistake there by Gragas. I guess he didn't know that the Ignite would pick her out, would tick her to death. And he tried to body slam in there. Then he had to waste his flash to get away from the Jarvan. And this is a Tiamat on Jarvan. Tiamat's a kind of popular item on Jarvan. It's a little bit more popular on other junglers. Like, it's really popular on Lee Sin. Right now we have Ezreal just being heavily dived. Nice hook by Thresh. And this is going to be an easy kill for one bad Brad. I actually didn't even get an assist on that. That's a little bit of a mistake right there. And Jarvan's going to pick up another kill in the mid lane, ganking this Gragas with help of the Blitzcrank. And that is a 5-1 Jarvan. This guy's extremely dangerous right now. He packs a lot of damage. And, ooh, looks like we had the Aatrox diving the Rengar under the turret. Rengar's going to try to escape, but he's not going to be able to. And the Aatrox is going to go down to the turret, but his passive is right there to help him back up. Interesting fact, Aatrox does in fact keep his ultimate buff through death. That mechanic also does apply to other champions. Like if you get a GA on Mundo and you activate his ultimate, once you revive, if the ultimate hasn't timed out, you will still have the ultimate buff on you when you revive from the GA. So that's kind of that. So that actually does transpose into GA items as well for for buffs over time. I guess that's what I'd call them. Instead of damage over time, buffs over time. Looks like we got a fight rune down here. This looks like a double kill for Ezreal if I ever saw one. He's going to get the first kill on the Thresh, and will he be able to get the second kill? No, Ashe is going to ult him. Nice job, but Lux is going to pick up the other kill with the laser. And still coughing. That was very important for Lux. Lux has picked up a Majia's Soul Stealer, so the more kills she gets, the better she is as a hero now. Okay, I guess that's always true, but it looks like Master Yoshi might be going down to this Vi. Nice flash, but the Q from Vi is going to let her catch up. And I don't know, the Blitzcrank might be a bit faster, but if I gets one more Q, she can probably get the kill. Oh, she was trying to punch through the minions, but it did not quite work. She will get the Blitzcrank right there, though. One bad Brad needs to get away because that Jarvan's packing heat. And you do not want to mess with the Jarvan packing heat. No, you don't. And we have a bit of a harass going down here. Right now, the blue team's a little bit ahead, but a lot of that ahead is focused on their Jarvan. If Jarvan plays the team fights well, I believe blue team can win. But red team also has a lot of very dangerous champions. They can pick off, like with Rengar and Vi, there's a lot of like surprise damage that can just come out of nowhere. And so that's going to be, blue team's going to really have to be careful if they want to keep their advantage, because a mix of Rengar and Vi can really make just anywhere that you don't have vision on the map an extremely dangerous place. So the CC and damage that they provide. But right now, definitely I'd say blue team has a little bit of an advantage just because their Jarvan's so far ahead. He's such a big threat in team fights right now. AD Jarvan does fall off a little bit in the late game, but still a very powerful way to build Jarvan. And right now we're just going to have this Aatrox just farming up the creeps, healing himself with his passive. And this Blitzcrank definitely looking for a hook. Oh god, I don't know why I'm coughing so much all of a sudden. This is really bad. And right now, it looks like we have some shenanigans going on mid lane. Support v support battle to the death. And there's the Lux trying to help out the Blitzcrank. A lot of damage going on the Thresh, but also a lot of damage going on the Blitzcrank right now. The Lux laser is going to miss everyone. And the Blitzcrank is going to go down to the tower. That's a kill for the Gragas. A little bit of a mistake there by Blitzcrank. He went too far in, and the rest of red team was able to respond and help. Oh, for a second, that Lux Lucent Singularity looked like a Deathfire Grasp shot. I was really confused there for a moment. And Vi's like, hey, Jarvan, I'm going to punch you in the face. Jarvan's like, I don't care. I got tons of damage. And this Vi cannot outdo this Jarvan. But with the Lux here, looks like one bad Brad's going to be in a bit of trouble. Here comes Aatrox too. All these skills are whiffing, but the Aatrox is going to pick up the kill. So that was a bit too aggressive on one bad Brad, definitely. He should not have been the blue team jungle right now. It's not that he's really far behind, it's just that this Jarvan's really far ahead. And without knowing where the mid laner is, it's really, really dangerous to go into the enemy jungle, because you really want to have the positions of your enemies known before you try to invade, especially if you're invading alone. And we're just going to have Aatrox hopping around, probably be going top lane to farm or try to kill this Rengar. Either one works for me. And right now, 11-10, gold pretty much even. I mean, it might as well be even. It's not that much of an advantage either way. But one bad Brad does have a lot of damage. She's building Assassin Vi with the Black Cleaver. My favorite way to build Vi. I think it's the most effective way to build her, because Tank Vi really just has unimpressive damage for an Assassin kit. And it looks like Ashe is going to be going down to the Ezreal. Yes, she will. And it could be a double kill for Ezreal. Oh, no. Oh, nice juke from the Thresh. I thought Lux was going to pick that one up, but the flash from Thresh, perfect timing. Nice reactions there. And he chose not to be brain dead because he was able to dodge that Lux laser. But now blue team's going to try to go for a dragon. It's a little bit more risky because the jungler from red team is here. So one bad Brad could potentially smite steal this. Or she looks like he wants to go on the Ezreal. No, he's just going to go for the dragon, and he is going to get it with the smite. Nice job there. That's what you expect from pro junglers, and he's going to pick up a kill as well. Ezreal's doing a lot of damage though. Oh, here comes Aatrox. This Vi is definitely dead, but in my opinion, completely worth the death, because he was able to get a kill on the Jarvan as well as take the dragon. So blue team's going to need to take a tower here for it to be even vaguely in their favor. But that dragon was a huge success for one bad Brad. Well played, my friend. Well played. Oh god, I need to stop coughing. It hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts. Oh, but I'm a bit of a masochist, so I can take the pain. I just said that because Mundo's my favorite champion in the game. That's right, he is. And one of his spells is masochist, so I can say I'm a masochist. And right now, let's take a look at the itemization. We have Ashe, but beneath farm from the Ezreal, but that's to be expected. Ezreal is a very strong farmer with his Mystic Shot. And Ashe, of course, she does have her AoE from volley, but that's not really effective until later in the game. That's when it becomes really effective laking. So it allows her to have a lot of AoE damage. This is huge initiation from Ashe and Vi together from across the map. Jarvan's doing a lot of damage to this Ashe. This Ashe needs to be really careful. Those Blitzcrank and Ashe just swapped places. And now it looks like they're going to be able to pick up at least a double kill here. There's one kill, but the Ezreal ult not going to actually kill the Vi. And now Aatrox in a bit of a strange position. Luxor also missing the Vi. And now it's Aatrox versus Gragas. Oh, they knocked him closer to the One Bad Brad, but One Bad Brad is going to live. Ash picking up the kill on the Lux, but also getting killed by the Jarvan. Wow, One Bad Brad was dodging everything right there. And now the Aatrox is going to go down 3-for-1 exchange in favor of Red Team. That was like the weirdest team fight ever. Everyone was scattered. That initiation was like broken up. First it was like Ash Arrow, and then One Bad Brad, like 2 seconds later, was like, I guess I can go in now. So he went in, and it was just like a mess. But they got a lot of initiation. They got a lot of damage down on Blue Team early, which chunked their HP bars, which made them less wanted. They're like, we don't really want to fight this, but I guess we could. They're stronger right now, I'd say. But they got hurt so bad by the initiations of Vi and Ash that they really couldn't go in and fight that. And therefore they lost a lot of champions in that fight. But Ezreal looks like he's going to be able to take this bottom tower. It is extremely low. And nice pull on the Gragas. Will he be going down? He's going to get hit by the Lee Sin Singularity. He's not going to get snared thanks to his ultimate. And that's Blitzcrank's actually taking a lot of damage right there. In the mid lane, in the top lane, we have Schwinger taking tons of damage. He's going to pop his invisibility. He might be able to escape from that. Ezreal being ganked by a mix of a Thresh and a Vi. Man, that was just action in every lane. Oh, Rengar's going to go down. He was not able to escape with his stealth. He stuck around too long trying to find a way out, but he did end up dying. So 1-for-1. No one did die in the mid lane, surprisingly. I thought Blitzcrank or Gragas would have gone down. Man, this directed camera really making me do work, keep up with all these fights. It's crazy. I control the camera myself, but I'm really tired right now. I'm just gonna let the camera do its thing. Right now, this Jarvan is just a huge threat, though. I really want to, like, Ravenous Hydra, Doran's Blade. I mean, it's not a ton of damage, but it's a pretty nice amount of damage. And of course, those Tiamat Ravenous Hydra items, they're very good for farming in the jungle. So that's why you see a lot of junglers pick them up. It's kind of like the Battlefield in Dota 2. It's picked up by carriers to help them farm in the jungle. Because then it makes jungle farming almost as efficient as farming the lane in Dota. Which is good. It gives them a place to farm when their lanes are pushed up. And right now we have just Ezreal pew-pewing these creeps. And Vi does still, she looks like she's going to be going for, what's that thing? Randyman's Omen. Yes, that item which I buy like all the time. Which name I cannot remember. Randyman's Omen, an extremely strong. I'm not as great against Ezreal because of the fact that he still has a Mystic Shot even if his attack speed is slowed. But it's going to be extremely effective against Aatrox, who is almost entirely auto attack reliant. Except for his E. Oh, the ult from Ash is going to whiff because of the flash. And here comes an ult from Vi, though. This looks like it could still be a kill, and it is going to be one. Black Cleaver, just such a strong item on Vi. There goes my watch going off. Beep, 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 beep. And Jarvan's going to go after these golems here. Right now, I'd say the advantage has shifted over to Red Team. But it could go either way. I mean, it's all going to depend on the initiation. If Red Team get an initiation, they can just crush someone extremely fast. Lock them down and crush them. The Gragas ult could be used to disengage the rest of the enemy team from the one they catch out. That's going to be very strong. But if Jarvan can get a solid initiation, there's also a lot of damage coming from Blue Team. I mean, the team fights are all going to depend on who catches who out right now. That is just the way they are going to be fought. Thresh is almost back off cooldown. Ash still has a while in hers. Rengar still has almost everyone's cooldown is ult is on cooldown for Red Team. But there goes the Thresh ult just as it comes off cooldown. Ash is going to be able to pick up this kill. And that's going to be a nice chunk of change for them. Not too much money, though, because Blitzcrank is 0-5-5. So he's not giving a lot of bounty for his death. Which is, I guess, good for him. Good job, my friend. You're dying multiple times, so you're worth less. Not worthless, just worth less. Which is basically the same thing. And Ezreal does have a mana mute. It doesn't look like he's going the burning build, but he is still going for mana mute. So no ice. He's gonna probably get the Iceborne Gauntlet. He has a Sheen. I don't think he's going Trinity Force. I'd be very surprised if he went Trinity Force. He could, but I'd be very surprised. And right now we see the Jarvan ult on top of the Rengar. Rengar's gonna flash out of that, and while Blue Team is distracted top lane chasing the Rengar, Red Team is going to be taking the dragon. Oh, something's wrong with my throat. I apologize for it. I don't know what it is. But anyways, we're 22 minutes in this game. Only 12 minutes left to go. And then I'm going to probably go play some Bioshock Infinite. I still need to finish that game. And it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. I also want to play Saints Row the 4th. Because I love that game. That game is just insanely fun. Or I'm going to play more League. I need to start playing ranked solo queue, even though I hate it a lot. I hate it, but I want to play it. So I'm going to probably like play ranked. And right now we have some nice initiation coming from blue team and all under the tower. But Aatrox is still alive and dealing tons of damage. That was a bit of a mistake. They did not focus well. Jarvan went low and Aatrox went low. They did not focus. And because of that, they lost the Ashe. They lost the Gragas. That was not a good team fight at all. It was okay initiation. But they didn't focus their damage at all. They should have taken down the Aatrox immediately. That would have been a very good decision. But instead, they split their damage between Aatrox and Jarvan. And because of that, they were not able to win the team fight. And we do have a grab coming out on the one bad Brad. He's going to get picked off and killed. And right into the middle of the fight goes Rengar. He's going to try to get something, but the exhaust lowering his damage by such a huge amount. He's going to get taken down as well. And right now, it looks very grim for red team. And the Thresh will be going down as well. He will. Tower aggro did not swap to Aatrox. It will right there, but he is going to survive thanks to the Lux Shield. And that's just very well played from blue team. They were able to win the team fight, pick off a couple others. They did not get the inhibitor turret, which is unfortunate for them. But they did take a huge advantage from that fight. A lot of gold into their pockets now. Basically evened out the gold disparity between the two teams. Put them a sliver ahead. And let's check how many stacks that Lux has on her book. She has 10 stacks on Machado Soul Stealers. That's a lot of ability power right there. Right now she's packing 295. Oh, she just brought a death cap, so she's packing more. 439 ability power. Those Lux lasers are going to hurt like hell. Just, oh, they're going to hurt so bad. And it's Rengar and Aatrox. Both have very similar item builds, except for it looks like Rengar has less money on his item build, and it looks like he's going to be going for a Black Cleaver, whereas Aatrox might be going for either a Last Whisper or a Ravenous Hydra. I expect the Ravenous Hydra a little bit more, to be honest. But, I mean, it could go both would be a good pickup, because there's a lot of armor. Hold on just a second. Damn, something's wrong with my throat. But there's quite a bit of armor on the red team. The Randuin's Omen, definitely a big armor threat from the Vi. So the Last Whisper would help clear that one up a lot. Right now we have Blitzcrank getting caught out by the red team, just obliterated. They traded Blitzcrank for the red buff. Oh, look at that damage. That's just going to get assassinated by the Lux. A ton of damage coming out, but Lux might also die to the Rengar. Here comes Aatrox, though, bringing his damage. He's going to pick up the kill with Ezreal on to the Rengar, and now it looks like red team's in a lot of trouble because this Aatrox is just going to ham against everyone, and Ezreal's just sitting in the back pewing against all of the targets. And it looks like the one bad Brad is going to be going down, giving a killing spree to the Jarvan the 4th, and that was just a really good team fight from blue team. Jarvan did what he needed to do. He went in there, he tanked, he took a lot of damage, and Ezreal was untouched that entire team fight, just able to right-click and Mystic Shot the enemies, while Aatrox just simply went into their face and cut them a new one. So a very good job from the blue team there, successfully team fighting the way they should. They were able to pick off that Thresh early. It meant he could not CC them. He could not pop up his wall. He could not peel for his carry. Once the Thresh died, it was just pretty much an over team fight for red team. Rengar definitely went way too deep there, and he ended up dying because of it. But if you can kill the supports before they can cast their powerful ultimates, you really do swing a team fight in your favor. And in that one, Thresh died before he could CC anyone, before he could pop his wall. So that just really made the biggest of differences for that team fight. And that's a lot more of a prevalent theme in Dota 2, where you kill the supports early in the fight so that they can't cast their spells throughout the fights. And you see that less in League of Legends because supports aren't seen as strong. And looks like this Lux might be in a bit of trouble. Oh, that burst damage from Rengar is so huge. There's the laser pop from Lux doing a lot of damage. The arrow's going to whiff everyone. But that was a nice surprise gank by Rengar, doing Rengar right. And it looks like Blitzcrank is going to go down here. One more throw of the snare and is going to die. Jarvan's now in the middle of the fight. Ashe auto-attacking a minion, maybe on accident. Looks like it's Aatrox and Jarvan versus the world. And Aatrox taking a ton of damage. They are going to be able to get the Ashe. And I should really hide this display. And red team's just taking a ton of punishment right now. Aatrox still in the middle of the fight. Ezreal does end up going down. Aatrox is going to have to retreat. But that was just an advantageous fight for red team. Blue team kind of jumped into a fight that they couldn't follow up. The big problem there was their Blitzcrank was dead, their Lux was already dead. And they still jumped into the fight anyways against almost all of red team. So they really didn't have a chance to win that one there. But now Lux and Blitzcrank are back up, so they should be able to defend. There's the Lux laser clearing out the minion wave. Not the entire minion wave, though, so the tower... Sorry about that. I accidentally discontinued my recording there for a second, pressed the wrong button. But now we are back into the middle of the game. And it's Vi against the Lux. She does all for the kill, but the tower is going to bring her down. Maybe no, her shield from her passive is going to activate just in time, but the Ezreal is going to pick her up. Still 2 for 1, definitely worth it. And it looks like this will be a good time for Red Team to take some objectives. Looks like they're going to be going for Dragon. Only got 6 minutes left in this game. Red Team taking a nice advantage now. I mean, this game could still go either way easily. Aatrox did end up going for the Last Whisper, not the Ravenous Hydra, as I did not predict. But, I mean, either one of them would have been really good. And right now I got some damage going down from Jarvan. He's just trying to keep them away from this dragon. He does not want to lose this global objective for his team. But he's also in a bit of a bad spot. Looks like I was going to jump over the wall. And, I mean, them two against the other teams, they can probably win this. And they are going to get... No, actually, Gragas is going to get it with the barrel. Nice barrel from Gragas. And Rengar is just going to jump on top of this Aatrox, dealing a ton of damage. The Ash Arrow is going to whiff. But, I mean, Aatrox took so much damage right there. Rengar's damage is really starting to shine right now. He's got the Bork, he's got the Black Cleaver, he's got a couple Doran's Blades. I mean, he's a huge threat right now. This is not the game you really want to be an AD carry like Ashe or like Ezreal, because there's a lot of assassin potential, a lot of huge damage coming your way as a carry. It's one of the reasons I don't like playing AD carry, because I feel like I'm the target for everyone's big damage and all their assassins, and I don't enjoy that. I'd rather be tanky and still do tons of damage. That's why I play Mundo. Tanky deals tons of damage. But anyways, it looks like they're all going back. They could start up a new team fight either way. They might be starting a Baron dance now. The see pings going around Baron. And how will that be? Blue team kind of poking at Baron. They don't know where red team is. None of them are inside the ward vision. They do know 3 members of red team are mid lane actually. So I don't think they'll be going for Baron quite right now. Oh, looks like they're going to try to catch out this Ezreal out of position. Rengar doing just chunking Ezreal to half his health. Blitzcrank's here to help. Punch him into the air. Oh, Rengar just getting chunked by the Ezreal ult, the Lux ult. That long range damage, turning that gank around in red team's face. I don't think they'll go for Baron though, because they just don't have their team there right now. Blitzcrank checking for wards. Oh, and he pulls the Thresh over. Thresh V, Blitzcrank, who wins? Here comes Jarvan. Here comes Ezreal. Looks like this Thresh is going to be going down. There's the Jarvan E. Will he get the Q off? No, he won't. He actually missed his Q. There's the Asher. Going to stun the Jarvan, actually. And now Ezreal's in a really bad spot. There goes Jarvan over the wall. He's going to pick up the kill on the Thresh, but Ezreal's going to go down as well. So will Blitzcrank. Now it's just Aatrox and Jarvan against the red team. Nice ult by Gragas, keeping them away from the carry. Lux is going to try to snare the Ashe, but not going to quite get it. And now it's Lux versus Ashe. It looks like Ashe is going to be losing that one, but Aatrox still in the middle of this fight, dealing lots of damage. But he's going to be going down to the Gragas. And now in the Ashe versus Lux field, looks like actually the Lux disengaged, ran away. But the one bad bat is not happy with that. Oh, juking the snare and the laser. And that was definitely a one fight for red team. Unfortunately, blue team kind of dove without their Lux. Their Lux was not there until quite a bit into that fight, so she was not able to make effective use of her abilities. Also, her laser was down for that fight, which is very unfortunate. She got it up right near the end. Also, the whiffs on her laser and her snare, on her singularity and her snare against that Ashe was very, very big. If she had hit those and killed the Ashe a lot earlier in that fight, she would have been able to contribute with the Aatrox and the Jarvan just fighting in the Tribush. But since she did not, she was not able to contribute towards their fight, unfortunately. And this Ashe does have quite good items. Affinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, those very, very dangerous items. And that Blitzcrank just running around with Oracles, dewarding everything. Only got a few minutes left in this game. It could still go either way. Definitely close, exciting game. And Blitzcrank's taking a little bit of damage from the Thresh. But, oh, here comes the Rengar, chunking him down to about half health. Blitzcrank is going to flash over the wall and BK, though. There's an Ashe Arrow hitting no one. These Ashe Arrows haven't really been hitting anyone, which is unfortunate, because that's a big part of Ashe's kit. And oh, we're going to see another Blitzcrank kind of dive in. There's 2 pink wards in 1 bush. Why? I say why. But it looks like Vi's going to get caught by the Blitzcrank. Here comes Thresh into the middle of the fight. Will he pop his walls? He hasn't yet. There's a lot of damage going on the red team. Blue team's just getting slaughtered, actually. Red team's just cleaning this one up with all their AoE damage. HR's going to jump on the wall, try to go for the Ashe, but he's not going to get her. He's going to revive thanks to his passive, but he's going to go down in a matter of moments. Double kill. And that Ezreal was not even in the fight right there. That was definitely a big loss for red team. Losing that team fight means that they're going to give up a Baron. Could give up a tower as well. That was a huge blow to their advantage. And it's just extremely unfortunate for them. And, you know, I don't even think I'm going to put up like a decent image on this video. I'm not even going to put up an intro. This is really just an audio check video, which turned out to be quite an exciting game. I really like seeing these high damage melee carries like Aatrox and Rengar played because, I mean, they're just fun to watch. Especially when they get a lot of items, they just blow people up, and how they're played is extremely important to how their team fights and team fights. Team fights and team fights. That's why we call them team fights, guys. Ugh, still coughing. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have blue team try to push out their lanes. They don't want to get their towers pushed in, but red team has Baron. They have a gold advantage. They are ready to fight this. Their gold advantage has grown to a gigantic 7k disparity, which is huge. None of them actually have full builds quite yet. Looks like Ashe might be going for a Banshee's Veil. I don't know. That Negatron Cloak could be Banshee's Veil, could be Mercurial Scimitar from a Quicksilver Sash. Why would she get a Quicksilver Sash? She's not going to get a Quicksilver Sash. I mean, the one thing she'd be scared about is the Lux Snare, and that's not really something you buy a Quicksilver Sash for. However, if she were to buy a Banshee's Veil, that'd be very, very good against the Lux Laser. And right now, there's just a ton of damage. That Vi jumped in. They were able to just destroy the Lux, catch her out of position, and without the Lux Laser, without her CC, without her damage, this blue team can just not survive the team fights. They're going to take down the Aatrox. The Grog is going to take down the Ezreal. That's a 4-0 sweep. Here comes Jarvan trying to do as much damage as he can, but he just does not have enough. Nice Thresh hook's going to keep the Ashe alive. And that was a big fight for red team. That was a really good initiation from the Vi. She caught that. Good job, One Bad Brad. You were able to catch the Lux out of position. They were able to kill her fast. And without Lux, they missed a ton of damage in that team fight. Lux Laser extremely important for team fight. That's a ton of AoE damage. The Snare is extremely strong against champions like Rengar, champions like Vi, and of course, Lucent Singularity is just more damage on top of that. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Raabemaster Cast with a little bit of a glitch in the middle. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed the game. My throat's killing me right now, so if I probably sound really weird. But I'm going to go play Bioshock, probably, I think. Man, this room is so hot, but I don't want to turn on the fan because I know it's going to cause, like, across my mic. But that's not a problem anymore. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow I'll have another League cast out, along with hopefully my surprise awesome video, which I'm working on creating. So thank you all for watching. I will see you guys. I want to say I'll see you guys next time, but that's Husky's sign, right? Whatever. See you later.